Well, I was making that up.
So was I. Fooko, my dude. You know what really shoots a M80 up my stinker hole?
This is very 4th of July themed bitch fest, isn't it?
Yeah.
But no, what's that, Josh?
Well, it's when you take some time off, some much deserved time off.
Okay.
You go on a little vacay, you try to rest and relax yourself, and your co-host brings in effing Sean Cahill to take your place for what is probably the most boring episode in Chanter Rant history.
I don't know. I thought Cahill did okay, and compared to Bill when I was gone and you brought in Bill,
this was like watching paint dry on grass while it grows.
I guess we'll see. The jury is still out. We haven't had much commentary yet, but I would say it wasn't as bad as you...
And you know what? I say we throw this to the audience, right? Because at this point, I think that the hashtag game in the audience is fairly strong.
That's true.
So if you think that was the most boring episode in Chanter Rant history, tweet at us with the hashtag ZZZCahill. That's ZZZCAHILL. And if you thought the Bill was a more boring co-host guest when Fooko was out of town, just tweet at us with hashtag Who is Bill?
Who the fuck is Bill?
That's a good segue there, Fooko. Welcome to the Chanter Rant podcast, everybody. My name is Josh. With me, as always, except for last week, is my bearded co-host, Mr. Andy Fooko.
That's me.
And I am here to let you know that this is an explicit show. So if you are sensitive in the ear region, now's the time to maybe turn it off. Go listen to one of the 2 episodes of Grace Note Vortex or whatever that other stupid podcast that Rab keeps sending us link to that really sucks. The other bagpiping.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is that on the list to talk about?
No, but we can put it on because it's a grab bag episode, kids.
As almost everyone is.
The crowd favorite. The grab bag episode is back. But I just want to let you know that we're going to say some bad words, some naughty words. And you got 5 seconds to listen to something else. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck.
It's not bad.
Oh, it's a nice little patriotic episode we're doing here.
Yeah, obviously. Look at your
Because you know why? Do you know why I had to do this? Because I am determined to make Chanter Rant great again after last week's episode.
Son of a bitch. Hey, you know what? I am subscribing. Well, as you well know, I've been doing this for a while now. Oh, a little while now, anyway. Done is better than perfect. And quite frankly, if I waited for Josh to do anything, it wouldn't get done. So
See, I was under the impression that we were doing it was going to be a 2-parter.
That's true. We were going to go that way. And then I thought 2-parters are cheesy. So
You thought a 2-parter was a cop-out. I better call Cahill.
No.
Said no one ever in the history of time.
Because I didn't plan it ahead of time, so I didn't have a break set up to make it work. So it was like, I'm just going to cut the episode off and leave people hanging, which maybe it works. I don't know.
So essentially we have 2 times in which we call Cahill. 1, if you're shit out of ideas and desperately need to put out a podcast.
Correct.
And 2, if your house is on fire. And those are the only times.
Correct. Yeah, or if you need a refill on your dip.
Yeah, if you need to get a little lipper in.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Cahill is your dude.
Like Cahill is always I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but he's always my when things are going wrong, call him just to get something done. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't mean he's entertaining.
Wait, so he's your go-to.
He's in the same time zone.
Hey, he is reliable.
So let's go over.
He is like a short, sunglassed, snapbacked oak.
Yeah. So let's go over Cahill's strengths, shall we? 1, he's in the same time zone as us.
Big strength there.
Yeah. 2,
well, technically that fluctuates because Arizona doesn't believe in daylight savings time.
True, but currently he's in the same time zone. So 2, he's not going to talk too much. Oh wait, yes he did. Sorry, but he's not going to interrupt.
Good ones in.
No, he talked. No, he had a lot to say. There's no doubt about that.
I think he would have never opened up that much if I was on.
No, because you wouldn't let him.
No, because I would have crushed his soul and spirit.
You would have talked right over him. But I thought it was interesting to actually hear Cahill say 3 sentences in a row.
And it took an hour.
Took a while for him to get them out, but
he said 3 sentences in a row over the course of a 65-minute show, that's pretty impressive.
What other strengths does Cahill have? He is he wears snapbacks like nobody else's business.
This is true. The man's snapback game is strong. Should we make if we made a Chanter Rant snapback, would Cahill wear it?
I don't know. I don't think so.
If it had the Cahill's Corner logo on it from the shirts. The problem with snapbacks is sometimes you have to get those embroidered. That's a much more of a pain in the ass.
Is it?
I'll talk to the art department.
Yeah, talk to them. I don't know if he would, to be quite honest. I don't know what Cahill does on a regular basis. I can never predict him.
Well, he works about 2 days a week and then fucks off.
Yes. And he that's basically his life.
Can I also my only other commentary, because I actually did enjoy the episode, because like you said, you never get to hear Cahill.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, I finished it.
Okay.
And you never get to hear Cahill say 3 sentences in a row. The only other commentary I would have is, can we get you a fucking quieter mouse? Is that a problem? Is that a thing we can do?
That was Cahill.
That was him?
That's the famous Cahill mouse, remember?
That was him clicking around the entire goddamn show?
I assume so.
Like, what the... I'm sitting there and it's like, oh yeah, click, 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 click. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? He's scrolling Reddit while he's on the goddamn show.
The biggest tweets and Facebook messages and everything we ever got was... Did you see the one? It's like, I forget who said it, but it was like, oh, Cahill's on show. Click, click.
Click.
It's nice to hear him. Click, click.
You know what that is, though? You know what those clicks are? He's tapping help me in Morse code.
I think he was watching porn. Somebody like
he's hoping that someone will pick up the Morse code signal of him saying, "Get me out of this show."
No, he was definitely feeling that. I think, especially when I started trying
to the wisp of a shit.
Yeah, I tried to bait him a little bit. But
you were nice though. I thought you were very nice.
It's very nice. I tried to get him.
I think that if anything, that proves that we could potentially do a show with a representative from an association and not beat the shit out of him.
As long as you're not there.
No, dude, I can tie one hand behind my back to make it fair. We've had shows where I could have jumped on people where I didn't.
See, the thing is, they're only going to do the political speak. Like, well, I mean, he did good things, but when I try to get into the more interesting things about Wispaba, he was like, no comment. No.
Well, and everyone threatens us with a good time. We're like, oh, well, as soon as I'm not in this anymore, then I'll tell all.
But they're all still in it.
And it's like, yeah, you're never going to get out of this because it's the only thing that gets your dick hard, dude. So what am I? Are we going to talk to you at Chanter Rant episode 605?
I don't know. Well, as Cahill described, I've been to pipe school with him. I've seen his dick hard. I've seen what gets his dick hard. So it's not just. This was long before Whisper.
I thought it was the Furby. Remember the Furby?
Oh, I do.
I thought that was what got his dick hard.
Cahill loves a good pipe tune, a good P-Rock.
Good P-Rock?
Yeah, he walks around with a stiffy in his pants.
That'll take him from 6 to midnight?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That'll turn his fire hose into a fire stick, if you know what I mean.
As long as it's not based on Rakes and Mallow, we're all good.
Well, sometimes you got to rake the mallows. But real quick, I want to get through some of the housekeeping shit. As I said, you're at the Chanter Rant Podcast. You can review the show on iTunes and Podbean, Stitcher, Google Podcasts. I don't think we're on Spotify yet. I've been trying to figure that shit out, and Spotify's being a dick.
I don't know how it works.
How the fuck is Rab on Spotify and we're not on Spotify?
Is he really?
Yeah, man. I'm going to call him. Rab, I'm going to call you. You got to let me know whose dick do I have to suck to get on Spotify. You can send us emails and voicemails to be played on air. chanterrant@gmail.com. Super easy to remember. Like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you're Australian, send us some Snapchats. Check out Chanter Rant store. chanterrant.com. We got some cool merch, man.
That reminds me. Can we talk about the Patreon thing a little bit in more depth?
Yeah, I was just about to get to it. So you can become a patron. You can support the show by becoming a patron for $5 a month at patreon.com/chanterrant. That is
just buy us a pint, people.
That's $60 a year for a weekly show that I've had people tell me makes them pee their pants when they laugh.
Absolutely. On a plane, in a train,
on a boat, in a boat,
many places.
I do not like Chanter Rant.
When people are on vacation, they love listening to us say stupid shit on the radio.
Yeah.
We've
gotten literal spit takes. People have said I was listening to the show on my way to such, and I spit out my beverage.
So don't you want to?
I hope that beverage was not alcohol. I hope that beverage was not delicious strawberry e-juice from Rough Tail Brewing.
Yeah.
Which is one of the things we're going to be drinking tonight. We got to get through some Rough Tail beer. Cheers, Brad.
Yeah, man, we got to get through this shit.
This is actually much better than I thought it would be because I usually hate fruity beers.
It's okay. Brad. It's okay.
And of course, some delicious Glenlivet 15 to wash it down. Cheers, cheers, Glenfiddich,
I believe.
Yep.
Yes. Also
Cheers
from a fan.
Cheers, Amy.
So last week was a sober episode. So we're getting plowed tonight, people.
I couldn't believe that he managed to get you up in the morning.
Yeah, it was rough, dude.
Usually the only thing that gets you up in the morning is the need to sneak out the window when the husband comes home, or the need to pee.
Very common for me. Yes.
Yeah.
I've totally been there. Those scenes in those movies.
This is why
that's happened.
This is why Fusco has extra shoes in the trunk of his car. You know what I'm saying?
You never know.
This is why he keisters his keys before a sexual encounter, because you never know when you have to jump out with nothing but your not bits.
Yeah. So Cahill, I was supposed to record Friday with him, and he had some emergency come up. So then he's like,
oh, God, fucking
we do
emergency. What, like something caught on fire? Or?
I don't know what it was.
God damn, dude. Fucking
like,
fireman.
He's like, can I do Saturday? I'm like, I can do Saturday at 10. I'm busy all the rest of the day. Like, so we did a completely 10 a.m. sober episode. Although I did a shot before we started. Just to get the energy
when
going.
you first sold this to me, I thought it was the morning.
10 a.m. is the morning to me.
like I thought like Fusco rolled out of bed at like 7, 8 o'clock.
No.
Took a shot, drank a cold brew, and did an episode.
I would have said no.
I had mad respect for you at that point. Getting up at fucking 10 o'clock is not
I get
getting
up at 10. I got up at like 9 to be ready by 10.
You had to do your hair for the live stream?
I don't know. I had to shower and I had to masturbate.
You had to comb your beard and masturbate?
I had to look at glasses porn and, give it a wank.
Is that the thing now?
It's the thing for me. I don't know if you...
Also, don't add too much weird stuff to the Chanter Rant Pornhub. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, let's get into that later.
Okay, so we got some housekeeping. We're share with your friends. That's the last thing. We're getting some traction. I want us to get some more big names on the show. We've toned down. We've gotten a little more professional in order to preferably get some bigger names.
You think we've toned down?
Yeah, I think we've toned down.
You mean the apology episode really toned us down a bit?
Yeah, that toned us down, man. You know what we did in that episode that I thought was clutch?
No idea.
Is we've protected ourselves from anyone feeling like being singled out as a cunt, because we called the whole world a cunt.
I didn't. I banned the word. I won't use it.
You said the word like 4 times in that episode.
But when I got drunk later, that doesn't count. Drunk Fooko is not the same as Andrew Fusco.
It's 2 different people.
Totally 2 different people. Come on, people. You know this. Like, I had that drunk you is very different than sober you.
I had that conversation with someone recently. We were in San Diego. And I was like, nah, that's too fourth wall. Never mind. I'm not going to break that. Fuck you guys. You have to come find me.
The whole show is fourth wall.
So we have an email from Joe. Do you have that queued up? Are you ready to rock?
I could.
I've got it. We're ready to rock.
Yeah.
Joe says, "Hey boys, I hope you're enjoying your dry ass desert. I'm out at Grandfather Mountain camping in the rain and putting up with entitled higher grade pipers who are always sloshed to hell and refuse to tune, let alone finish a tune. I'd like to give a shout out to any of the 6 competing tomorrow and have them catch up in Chanter Rant. I'm assuming it means show up in Chanter Rant merch if they're wearing it. Catch me in FU Joe Brady shirt as soon as solos are done. Cheers, you cunts." So Grandfather Mountain, I've seen some pictures from this now, and apparently people are camping and just getting rained the fuck out.
I've heard rumors of this. Yes.
That sounds like a great time to me. Does that make me a bad person?
You want to get rained out?
Dude, I love shit camping, man. Because then you have to improvise. You have to think on your feet, Fusco. It reminds me of
Lurgan.
It reminds me of when I was growing up on the mean streets of eastern Las Vegas.
Really?
Yeah. Rural eastern Las Vegas where there's no fucking... those are some mean streets, man. I almost got trampled by a horse once. But Joe... Cheers, my dude. Hope you do well in solos at Grandfather Mountain. I would love to come out there and get rained on with you guys. Make sure you guys get some good session.
Oh, I'm sure they will. This is Grandfather Mountain, after all. I'm sure they will drink moonshine because it's in the South. I don't know what these people do down there, but...
And the only thing wetter than the campground is any woman that sees you in a Chanter Rant shirt.
Absolutely. So make sure to wear your Chanter Rant shirt.
Yeah,
so
get your Chanter Rant
one,
merch
Joe
out,
can
guys.
find you. And then 2, get a picture and send it to us, and we will make you well, I wouldn't say famous.
Infamous.
Nobody follows us. Nobody cares. The 6 people that follow us will.
Hey, fuck you, man. What do you mean we can't make you? We made Joe Brady famous.
That's very true. I don't know how. So here's a funny thing.
We made Honey Bourbon famous.
We did.
We made Ozzy Osbourne famous.
That's true.
Like we're fucking kingmakers.
This is
dude.
what's interesting to me is okay. So this has happened to me a lot in the last week or two, and it's totally sidebar. But I've had so many
It's
people.
a grab bag.
So many people comment to me via Facebook on like the dojo, like the classes I teach in dojo or the meetings I do or various things like, oh, I listen to the show, blah, blah, blah. Like I hear this all the time. Like, how do we only have 500 or 600 listeners or whatever it is on a regular basis? I get it all the time.
But you gotta keep in mind, dude, that's 5
There must be more.
That's 500 or 600 out of like the American bagpiping audience. Like how many fucking pipers
this is
could there be?
international. So this is, I mean, there's got to be 10,000 pipers in the world or pipe band people in the world, right? Probably more. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But I get it. I get it so often that I'm surprised that our numbers aren't bigger.
Maybe our metrics are wonk. I don't know, dude.
Maybe people get bored with like the Cahill episode and they don't finish it, so it's like
just a
so it
half.
doesn't count.
No, I think it's a start, isn't it? Like I think it counts as a play if you make it past like 15 seconds.
Is it 15 seconds?
Nah,
is that all it is?
Yeah, I think it's like you play the beginning and it's like okay, that counts.
I don't.
It's like the old magazine advertising rate. Like anytime you do magazine advertising sales or like spec out magazine sales, it was on an 8 times per reader basis. So it was assuming that you bought the magazine, flipped exactly to the ad that I sold you, and then set it down, and then 7 other people consecutively picked it up and looked at that ad, which is why print advertising is dead. But because I can track who clicks on my digital ads. But no, I think going back to the whole point here, we're fucking kingmakers, dude.
That's true.
We discovered Honey Bourbon, and if he made a show with Uncle Chop, I would rather listen to that than our show.
Okay, so here's another sidebar. They're doing the Chanter Rant version, Australian Chanter Rant this weekend.
Are they doing Chanter Rant Down Under?
Uncle Chop is taking his microphone to the concert, the big concert that Hamilton, what the fuck's the name of their band? Hawthorne?
Hawthorne Pipe
They have a big concert this weekend, and he's going to take his mic. He's going to do some intervies. I sent him some questions.
He's going to send us some stuff?
I sent him some Chanter Rant questions.
I'm so excited. So the Chanter Rant news team is coming together.
Well, I don't know about news. It's going to be like, let's try to shock people.
It's as close as we're going to get, dude. But you got to keep in mind, once the conglomerate is made, we're going to have Chanter Rant Down Under, Chanter Rant UK. Like, we'll have spinoffs.
Hey, that's fair. Whatever.
Yeah.
People listen.
We got to launch some spinoffs, my dude. If you're interested in being part of one of the Chanter Rant spinoffs or being on the Chanter Rant news team, send us an email, chanterrant@gmail.com. I am not fucking around. This is going worldwide, dudes.
Yeah, by the way, when I post something that says, do something, or we ask you for your help and I say, email the blah, 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 don't post it to fucking Facebook. Email the fucking thing. Follow directions, people.
Literally email it to chanterrant@gmail.com.
You know how hard it is for us to find
we're not going to use it.
17 places that you guys post shit?
It's like, let me check every single fucking channel we have. Dude, Lucy, the social media intern, does not have thumbs. She cannot check that stuff that fast.
No, she barely pours the whiskey.
So the whole part of the reason I'm excited for this being a grab bag episode is because we just have so much random shit to catch up on that isn't, that has accumulated between us traveling, between, me being out of town, us going to San Diego, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So one of the things is we got an email from the man, the myth, the legend, Joseph Victoria Brady III.
Oh my God. It's short, but powerful.
Short but sweet. He says, where's Andy's FOF tattoo for losing the bet last year? So why don't you update the audience on your For Our Fallen Ass tattoo that you were supposed to get?
So I have thoughts on this. I've recently spoken to Joe. He keeps pushing this button on me. He loves to bring this up, but
that's because you're a man of your word.
I am a man of my word, and here's the thing. And I am finally willing to do this. I told Joe, if you pay for it, I will do it. And he said, done.
Dude, I have a tattoo. I have a tattoo artist ready to rock. She will come here.
If she comes here, and dude, how great!
She will do this
the
on the
show.
live stream.
I'll have the mic over here, my ass in the air.
Dude, I should call her and see if she would do.
I have a friend that does tattoos. We can get him. Whatever, we can get it to happen.
Well, it just depends. You want your friend to do it or a hot girl to do it? Either way.
Hot girl, absolutely. Okay, this is a dude. But I made the mistake of I forgot that Joe's married to a doctor. and that money is no object for him. I thought he would back out if I said, you pay for it, it's done. And he's like, nope, done.
Also, you got to keep in mind, and if I remember correctly, we agreed on the child's drawing of the FOF,
The child's drawing,
right?
yes, absolutely.
So, I mean, that can't cost more than like $50.
It can't, I mean, whatever it takes, Joe's paying for it. I say we do something really intricate and expensive just to fuck him over. I'm willing to do that.
Hey, everyone in the freaking comment section that's talking about Fusco's mic being quiet because he's got to close the proximity there. Guys, come on.
No, it's because Josh likes to turn his mic really high.
Dude, my mic is gained down.
I'm just fucking with you, dude.
I can't get any lower. I can't get any lower than this.
Even Josh misses the point of this show sometimes. Ball
okay.
busting, people.
So you are going to get it on air.
I would
on the live stream.
Well, I'm not going to do it for fucking nothing. We got to make a thing of it, right?
Because I mean, it's just your butt on a live stream.
I really don't care anymore.
And
I'm going to
Patreon.
die in
It's Patreon
the next
only.
5 years, so who gives a shit?
Yeah, man. And look on the bright side. I will show your illegitimate children these videos, and they'll be like, "God damn, that sperm donor."
There's quite a few of them out there, I'm sure.
quite a few illegitimate little Fookos.
Maybe we should.
When we go back to, I can't wait for us to save up all our Chanter Rant earnings and go to the Worlds next year in 2020 and just see all the little like 4-year-old bearded Irish children.
There's probably a few there, I would imagine. So actually, this brings up a point. Like you were. It's in the show notes down the list, but Chanter Rant 100. This might be something we do for Chanter Rant 100.
Well, Chanter Rant 100 is going to be in like the end of the year.
Yeah, I mean, do we need to do it sooner? Do we care? I mean, do we have any better ideas for Chanter Rant 100 right now? We don't. So
we'll be at Chanter Rant 150 by the Worlds in 2020.
Yeah, maybe we should do Chanter Rant 100 in Cookstown, Northern Ireland.
Dude, fuck that shit, man. My travel.
That was where this all started.
My travel availability is a little rough.
This is.
I was thinking maybe for Chanter Rant 100 we could do Big Grace Note Rant 2.
Impossible to get those fucking guys together.
It's like well, I mean, it'd be after
we can give them 6 months notice and they still won't.
They'll still fuck it up. Should we do a live show? No one's here. No one's gonna come. Do a live show in my living room. Just set up like stadium seating.
Yeah, stadium seating. We'll have 6 people in the audience, which will be perfect.
Send us your ideas. I'm interested to see what the audience wants because we're just monkeys performing for peanuts at this point. So What do you think we should do for Chanter Rant 100? Send your ideas to chanterrant@gmail.com. Don't post it in the fucking chat.
Facebook
Don't put
Twitter.
it in the goddamn Facebook. Send us an email because we're going to be drunk by the end of this and we're not going to remember what's in the chat.
We're not. It's so hard to find shit. Always email.
Okay, so I see you added this Patreon messages. This is yours.
Yeah, Patreon messages. So we got a few messages this week. One of them, the first one I want to get into is real quick probably, but is from Jamie. And she sent us a message, and I think you missed it because I didn't see you respond. She wants to know, do you have a song that you absolutely hate?
A tune?
A tune.
My most I hate a tune. Oh, like your Cullen Bay or
that kind of thing, or Cahill's,
or like Scotch on the Rocks or Rakes of Mallow.
Yeah.
All of them, really. No, let me think. A tune that I absolutely despise would be Amazing Grace. I fucking hate Amazing Grace.
Really? That's
yeah.
It? So,
like, I like that tune. I just loathe it on the bagpipes.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I'm okay with Amazing Grace, but like on the pipes, I'm just like, oh, fucking Christ, this again?
Is there anything other than that though? That's kind of easy.
Okay. What else do I hate? Let's see. I'm going through our parade tunes because I know there's a bunch that I intensely dislike in there. I don't know. It's weird because I've learned to like a lot of tunes as I've taught more. Tunes I used to dislike, once I started teaching them and had to like try to get people to express them well, I started expressing them better, and then it made me like them more.
Which is what?
Like all of our parade shit. But I don't know. What's a tune that I completely fucking hate? Sorry, guys. It's going to take me a minute because I wasn't prepared.
Take your time. I can edit this shit out later.
You know you're not going to. Son of a bitch. Actually, I have a whole set of tunes that I hate. I hate anytime someone tries to do fucking like American tunes, like Yankee Doodle Dandy, fucking Star Spangled Banner, God Bless America, that kind of shit. That drives me nuts. I fucking hate that. Also, Anchors Away doesn't translate. Sorry, guys.
That's bullshit.
I like Anchors Away well enough. It doesn't translate to the bagpipe. Deal with it.
Yeah, don't stop playing it.
Yeah. There's no good setting there. There isn't.
That reminds me. Want to hear a funny story?
Yeah.
So I'm playing a funeral on Monday, and this person asked me to play. They're like, "What suggestions do you have?" And I gave them, typical stuff, Amazing Grace or whatever, right? And they said, it's for it's at the veteran cemetery, so it's for
up in Boulder.
Veteran, yeah. So they're like something about Star Spangled Banner. Can you play Star Spangled Banner? So and I replied, I said, "Oh, the national anthem doesn't really work on the bagpipes." So no, I can't play it. And she said, well, not the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
I'm triggered.
So I wrote back, the Star Spangled Banner is the national anthem. And she wrote back, she was super embarrassed. She's
I'm fucking triggered.
She wrote
right
back
now.
to me. She said, "Oh, my father would kill me right now. I'm just so frazzled.
Guess
didn't
what?
even connect the
Guess what?
dots."
Your dead dad is rolling over in his fucking grave because you didn't know the Star Spangled Banner was a national
I've
anthem.
never, ever, ever had anybody.
Why don't
say
you
that
just
to me
wipe
before.
your ass with the goddamn American flag, you dumb bitch?
I was laughing my ass off. I'm like, and this is all via text message, but
So you were lolling.
yes. Well, I didn't tell her this.
Or were you,
I'm
or
thinking
were
to
you,
myself, like,
were you LMFAOing?
I'm like this. I'm like, are you really? Are you serious right now?
Are you fucking kidding me, dude? You know what? You know what? I have never heard anyone attempt on the bagpipes, and I hope I never do. I don't know if it would work or if it wouldn't work, but like I was up north rednecking, as everyone knows, because the show sucked because I wasn't there, and we listened to a tune that I had to learn when I was in school, and I didn't realize people don't learn this tune anymore. But we all had to learn "Home Means Nevada," the song. Like we had to know the words, we had to know everything, and I didn't realize people don't know that now, which blows my mind. And I really hope
people aren't from here.
I really hope that nobody. Well, I'm talking about people that live here.
I live here and I don't know that song.
But like, I really hope that I don't know if it would work on bagpipes or not. But I really hope that no one.
You should try it.
If it doesn't work, I hope no one plays it. Because that just gave me like that's where my brain went immediately. I'm like sitting there. I'm like, oh, this is a great tune that really means a lot to me. And oh my god, fucking Ryan Reynolds gonna fucking fuck this up on bagpipes down on the strip one day, and be on Pipe Band Fail of the Week, and I'm gonna be triggered.
Hey, it gives us content. I don't care what they do. Dude, there's no way.
What was the New York State song?
I have no fucking clue. We never learned it.
Do you have a state song?
I have no idea.
Do you have a state animal?
Probably.
Do you have a state bird?
Yes.
Do you have a state flag? Like, what the fuck do you do in New York?
We do. Yeah, well, they're all a bunch of fucking commies out there, so they barely have anything. But no, we probably have a state song. I have no fucking clue. But we learned American stuff as kids in like elementary school. We learned all like
in what school?
Elementary school. I remember learning.
Wait, one more time for me, please.
Which part?
Elementary school?
Elementary school.
What the fuck? Are you fucking with me right now?
No, well, I'm not sure what you're.
Elementary school.
That's how it's spelled, motherfucker.
I know it's how it's spelled.
It's not spelled elementary.
It's also, I mean, you know, it's
We're
also
not in fucking London.
How do you say Wednesday?
Wednesday. No, I'm fucking with you.
How do you say February?
February. I also say idea. I say Oregon. I say what's the other thing people make fun of me for?
You say choke me daddy?
Absolutely.
I've heard that.
It's called elementary school. We learned what's that song? Flag, you're a grand old flag. I remember singing that in elementary
fuck, I've heard
school.
someone try to do that on bagpipes too. You know what? I'm not going to mention the person's name, but there was an individual in our band who I absolutely adore. Well, I'm not going to say their name, but you're going to know who it is. Yeah. And they used to do like the whole gamut. They had like a 3-song set that was all the stupid fucking ridiculous American tunes that were not made for bagpipes. Mm-hmm. And they did them. They did it. They played it to much applause. And like I said, I adore that person as a human being and a musician, but holy fucking shit, it made me want to put a drill into my temple.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that. I have been guilty of sending him out there
To do that? Just to
go
do
play
that?
the American things because people are going to like it. Then we'll go do all the stuff that we actually like.
That is, yeah. That is a bold mission.
Hey, he
to
loved to
boldly
play.
go.
He didn't care.
Okay, so we're at 4B.
So,
Yeah, we have show notes. Douglas, go fuck yourself.
one more thing that somebody said on the Patreon messages is, dude, this is in response to the bonus thing that we put in Patreon with my mother.
Yeah. By the way, you get bonuses if you pay $5 a month to be a patron, you fucking cheap bitches.
You get the extra cool stuff.
Fucking cucks.
So this guy says, dude, Sue is pure gold. More Mama Fusco on the show. Her outtakes were quite... Did you listen to that?
Oh, yeah, man. It was phenomenal.
She cares way more about it than I ever intended her to.
Well, the funniest thing is she's pure gold no matter what. Like she could try to be funny or not to be.
She's not trying
to
at
be
all.
funny.
No,
and
never.
it's funny either way.
Yes.
She's got just like a natural timing, you know.
Oh, very much. It's that Irish sort of comedy. You know what I mean?
I posted recently on Facebook because it was my mother's birthday yesterday. And I posted on Facebook, and Beer Boy Brad commented, and he said, "Best Chanter Rant guest ever."
Oh, really?
Yeah. And if you guys don't know that, we did a Mother's Day episode. God, this was that was really early. That was like the 8th or 9th. Like that was super early in Chanter Rant that we did.
It was May of last year, so
the Mother's Day episode.
Yeah. So it's probably 12.
Go back and check that one out. I think it's called Product of Bad Parenting.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We discussed masturbation with our mothers.
We did. and marital aids.
Exactly.
If you want to listen to me and Fusco talk to our moms about jerking off and dildos.
In my porn collection as a teenager.
Fusco's teenage porn collection.
Oh, that's great stuff.
It brought us together as a little Chanter Rant family.
It did.
Yeah. Okay, so this is all still you, buddy.
Oh, so the last one. We've in the last few weeks we've lost 2 patrons in the Patreon, and I'm very disappointed.
People dropped?
One of them was they probably went broke and their card went bad, and the other one was just they canceled, and I'm very disappointed. People.
Motherfuckers.
Listen, people, we don't do this shit. Well, okay,
I'm shutting off this live stream now.
Shut it down.
Yeah.
Until those 2 come back, we're shutting it
until
all
those
down.
2 come back.
Turn the
we're
lights out.
Shutting it down.
It's like airplane. We're just going to shut everything down.
Yeah. I'm going to have one switch, just bonk, and just boom.
So the question is, what the fuck, people?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you guys have any idea how much time and money we put in this shit, you fucking ungrateful bastards?
God damn it. Like, we didn't... all your donations go into the last week's episode, that horrible sound quality with Cahill last week.
Fusco,
Yes,
sip your whiskey.
Okay, sorry.
Don't think about those 2 idiots. Think about the other 50 beautiful, wonderful souls.
51 or 52 other lovely souls.
Lovely souls that help support this program.
You know what? Let's
Don't focus on the hate, dude. Focus on the love.
Let's make it about them. This is really about the other people who support us.
It's about the supporters.
Yeah. Who benefit from buying us a drink every month, once a month. Or, of course, we also have our fine supporters who send us liquor and beers.
True.
And all that nonsense.
So you know what? Instead of shit talking the people who dropped, let's celebrate the people who are still here. We love you.
To you.
We have loved some of you. Well, love's a strong word, but
No comment.
all right. So I feel like this next thing is pretty heavy. We might need to skip ahead. Well, we already talked about what should we do for episode 100. I want to talk quickly about Flagstaff.
Okay.
So do you remember last year at Flagstaff the reception?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How would you describe the reception to the Chanter Rant podcast at the 2018 Flagstaff Highland Festival and Celtic Clusterfuck?
I would say with kid gloves. Is that a statement? Cold, maybe? Like
Kid gloves would insinuate that they are treating us softly.
Oh, it was definitely soft. They were definitely like, I'm going to walk the long way around.
No, it's definitely a different idiom. I think they were treating us like goddamn lepers. Like pariahs.
It was a little bit of that. There's no doubt, for sure.
Kid gloves would describe the terms I used just now to describe the 2018 Flagstaff games instead of just saying they're a bunch of fucking cunts.
No, I wasn't going to go there, but we definitely had people that were, well, of course, we made a big impact in the beginning. This was right after
our first cunt gate.
Yes, cunt gate, yeah.
Cuntgate 2018 versus Cuntgate 2019.
And some of the judges there had issues with some of the things we said, or you said. And so it was, and some of the students of those teachers were like, we stay away from them.
Yeah, there are people literally telling members of the band that shall not be named, like, you shouldn't associate with those guys.
Correct.
Those guys aren't going to be around much longer.
Correct.
Guess what, bitch?
Correct.
12 months later, and I'm fucking your mother.
I've had people tell me that, like, that were interested in joining the band, but, like, I'm going to steer clear for now because there's too much controversy. A little too hot. So I definitely had that experience. That came up. We also made the mistake of trying to record a show there, and I immediately insulted one of our bandmates in a racist and or sexist way.
I think it was probably like
really,
70-30. I'd say probably 70 sexist, 30 racist.
Usually, yeah. I almost always go the sexist route. That's just funnier to me. But so that went wrong. Consistent. That went terribly wrong. And so
then someone brought their children over,
and then oh my god, we packed it in. Yeah, all right, this ain't going well.
Yeah, we packed it in at that point. We didn't have a lot of options.
We're gonna try to make that better this year, I think.
Well, I think we need to not try to do it in the beer tent. For one,
that seems like such a great idea, and then it went horribly.
Yeah, but it's a good idea when people have a good sense of humor. But there wasn't a lot of humor that year. Who knows?
Ever.
Now we've been around a little longer. People kind of get the joke, I think, a little more.
I think they're just resigned to the fact that they can't help. There's nothing they can do.
Well, I think they're resigned to the fact that the worst thing you can do is fight.
Well, the worst thing you can do is be our enemy.
Yeah, like if you're mad at us, we win. If you like us, we win.
Yeah, so you might as well be on a Leica side. So I think it's going to go differently this year, but it'll be interesting.
Do you want to try to? Well, and we've kind of perfected the art form a bit. I know it doesn't seem like it to the layman that's just coming in at episode 70 something, but we've definitely developed more tact over time.
Yeah. The approach is very
the first year of Chanter Rant was moonshine. And now we've aged in a barrel for a year. We're still harsh, but more drinkable.
Exactly. That's a good way of putting it. For sure.
But I'm excited, man. I love Flagstaff. It's such a cool town. I like the events. Actually, the event's okay. It's a very okay event for pipers and drummers. Overall, Flagstaff is just really cool, and I get to see people that I really like. But as far as pipe band and stuff's concerned, there's like 5 soloists and like 2 bands.
Yeah, I wonder how big it's going to be this year. It's going to be pretty small, I think.
But it's a very cool town and very cool crowd. Usually the cool kids show up to Flagstaff, which I'm excited about. Yeah. And some of the people from the school, I'm assuming, will be there. I'm assuming they did the school this year.
Yeah, it seems cool. Yeah, all that. And I don't
think you'll be invited back to teach anytime soon.
Probably not, but that's okay. I got my own thing going.
Yeah,
I don't need.
You're busy.
I don't need them.
You're a busy boy.
But no, a lot of the same students. We should run into a lot of cool people there because the students are all pretty cool. They're just like there's a few that are like maybe I should kiss my teacher's ass and not associate with those guys. But I think it's gonna be different this year. I'm pretty.
You have high
confidence. Pretty confident.
I like that. I'm walking in with a sense of optimism as well. And no matter what, we're gonna have a great time.
Yeah, we're gonna get drunk and say the C word on the radio.
Well, we're going to play some sweet pipes.
Well,
I'm excited because we're going to have, we might have some of our new recruits playing at least, even if they just play mass bands. I'm very excited to get them out there in blue.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nothing gets me quite from 6 to midnight like more blue kilts out on the field.
Yeah. We have, should we talk about that?
We can if you'd like.
We have a couple new members of the band who are officially in the band that passed the audition, and one of them is going to Flagstaff. Well, he's supposed to be going to Flagstaff to play with us.
Actually gives me a good idea for topic of the grab bag episode.
Which is?
The system works.
Yeah, you work the system, people.
The plan worked. Okay, so we'll get into that, yeah. Okay, so real quick, while we're talking about events and shit, I want to give a big old kudos to our buddy Rabby the Pooh. Rabby the Pooh recently announced that he will be doing Big Rab Show live, courtesy of G1 Reads at Piping Live on August 12th, which is dope. I'm very excited for him, and I'm very excited for G1 for not sponsoring us, you fucking fuckers. What reeds do we use? In the band that shall not be named.
Gilmore, sorry.
So from good Australia. So good ones.
Yeah, the ones that actually work.
Yeah, the good ones.
The
then.
desert.
Hey, what reeds does Infrared use?
I have no fucking clue. I'm assuming G1 because he's the guy that runs G1 is in that band.
But anyway,
I have no idea.
I'm really excited for Big Rab to be doing his Piping Live show. I'm not going to be able to catch it live, unfortunately, because of stupid work stuff, but you should check it out. Big Rab, Piping Live, Big Rab Show Live. I don't know what episode it's going to be. Doesn't matter. He's got great guests. He's got Anna Smart, who I don't know who that is, but I will look up.
Well,
I just recently got announced, and I'm going to look this person up. But
yeah,
I'm
he's got
assuming
Anna Smart. She's from down under somewhere in New Zealand.
I'm assuming if Rab got her on for the show, she's probably a brilliant player.
I think she won Pipe Idol in down under a year or two ago.
Is that a fucking thing?
Yeah, they have Piping Idol.
And then he's got the.
But hold on, before we don't move on yet, because we got to talk about Anna Smart here. I have no idea who she is. Never heard of the name before, but
You mean my future wife?
yes, absolutely. So she gets Boner of the Week award.
That's
because
sexist.
I don't care. I don't,
You're triggering 51% of our audience right now.
we don't. No, there's no way. There's 51% of our audience is female. There's no way. You think?
Dude, Eric hasn't decided what gender he is yet.
That's fair. But she gets.
He's a fluid, insane clown.
a Boner of the Week award because holy moly! If you didn't check, look her out. Look her up, people. Apparently she can play. I haven't even bothered to look up her playing yet.
You had,
I did look her up on Facebook and Instagram, and yeah,
I have a funny story about Facebook and Instagram we'll have to get into later. Okay, so yeah, he's got Anna Smart, who is apparently a brilliant player, and the Turbo Hard-On Boys, which I'm very excited. I say that right? Turbo Hard-On?
I think so.
Turbo Hard-On Boys?
I think that's it.
So
I think they spell it with a Z, but yeah, either way.
Anna and the Turbo Hard-On Boys.
So
I know their logo is a fez. That's all I saw. I was making the show notes really fast, man.
yeah, these guys.
Also, Turbo Hard-On Boys, one of the band names that I originally considered back in the day.
Turbo Hard-On Boys in District.
Turbo Hard-On Boys and District Pipe Band.
Yeah, these Turbo guys are pretty cool, man. I listen to their shit because they really do great hard-ons. They make great hard-ons. So
I mean, it's just a bunch of hard-ons for a bunch of boys.
they're quite. I give them props. They're very good. So look them up.
I mean, it's like the old. Remember back
Go to Pornhub and look up hard-on boys.
Look at the Hard-On Boys. Yeah, remember back in what was it, like 90? God, no, it wasn't 99. It was like probably like 04 when they had the Viagra and District Pipe Band.
Mm-hmm. One of our buddies was the pipe major, Graham Gunyon.
Yeah, Viagra and District Pipe Band, man. They were. I mean, you get a corporate sponsor, you got to do what you got to do.
Dude, if we had a sponsor,
Talk about the
Viagra,
most.
Can you imagine the damage we'd do?
Talk about the most upright drum major I've ever seen.
Dude, the amount of tail I get. Imagine if I actually had Viagra and I could use it more often.
Or penicillin.
Well, that too would help me.
Yeah, either one, really.
Horse pills, either way.
Horse pills. Somebody, 1-800-PET-MEDS, Fusco some horse pills for his drip dick.
Oh, that's part of our topic. The sad song.
You need horse pills for your drip dick. Speaking of drip dick, are you trying to get better at bagpipes? Because if you are, boy, do I have the deal for you. You can get $1 off your Dojo Premium Test Drive. The Piper's Dojo is something we talk about a lot. Great product, amazing lessons, fairly egomaniacal leader, and
oh my God, is he ever.
terrible podcaster. But the lessons are good, and the content is good, and it will make you better at bagpipes. All you have to do is learn to suffer through listening to Andrew Douglas's voice, just like I suffer through eating vegetables every day so that I'm not a fat fuck.
Absolutely. So, listen, the deal is this. $1 test drive, right? Go to, did we change the name? Because it looks like you changed
Technically,
the name.
they're both still valid.
They both work. Okay. So go to Chanter
I'm
Rant.
toning it back.
.com
Because I realize that none of our audience can spell.
Right.
And so, therefore, if I make it simpler, we will get more money.
That's a good idea. So go to chanterrant.com. The one you know and love is Musical Cunnilingus with 2 N's, but
that still works.
But you can also go to chanterrant.com/suckless. One word, and you can pick up this special deal, and you could also suck less. So we've had people sign up for this that mentioned to me in meetings like, "Hey, I listened to the show." I'm like, "Oh God!" When I go into professional Fusco mode, I'm like, "Welcome to the dojo," and
You have a
excites you
professional
about
Fusco mode?
I absolutely do. What excites you about the Piper's Dojo? And they're like, oh, by the way, listen to the show. I'm like, oh, fuck. Do I go into like cunt mode? What do I do?
You do what you have to, my friend.
Hey, man, you do what you got to do. But so check it out, man. We have one of our regulars, a couple of our regulars are Dojo members. We have, of course, DJ Ingrid, blah, blah, blah,
DJ
whatever the fuck his name is.
Ingrid Blob. Yeah.
That fucker. And then, of course, Camille. And, sorry, why did I just say Camille? That was, hold on. That's a bell.
That is her slave name.
Aussie broad. Sorry. Are both members of the dojo, and they are having a great time over there on Daily Doses. I see them submit shit all the time, and they're having a good time. So, God damn it, join it, motherfuckers. All right, so shall we move on?
Yeah, sure. I thought that was a pretty good ad read, man. That'll be a great sell for when we eventually get our G1 sponsorship like Rab has, and then we do our G1 ad read. What would our G1 ad read sound like? Let's give them let's give them a sample. Okay, so G1, this is our audition to do an ad read for you, so you will sponsor our show.
You're gonna get way more business than Big Rap.
Way more. Yeah, we're about to eclipse his place in the next 2 months.
So when you start getting clicks right now after we say this, you're gonna recognize.
You're gonna know why.
Okay,
yeah.
Here we go. Okay. So Josh, you know what? I just tried out recently that really was amazing.
What was that, Fusco?
I know there's a lot of products on the market. We're both bagpipers, right? There's reeds and water traps and this and finangles and that's and whatever. Man, I tried this new G1 Reed Platinum. My chanter just started singing.
Singing like a church choir.
Singing. Let me tell you, the harmonics popping off this thing. So G1.
So it was I used to play G1 like an altar boy.
I used to play G1 when they were just G1. But then when we went to Platinum, the harmonics, man, just blowing off my reed.
The G1 golds were shit.
No, the golds were nonsense. The Platinum was where it's at. Oh my God. So let me tell you, man, I highly recommend that you try a G1 Platinum reed if you haven't yet.
I'm sold. G1 Platinum reeds. They're two fucking sticks tied together.
And they make your chanter sing. Just like that vagina.
They make your chanter sing like an altar boy pre-rape.
You just fucked it up, dude.
Did I fuck up the ad read?
We were about to get a sponsorship, and you had to fucking
that was what
child
was in,
rape. And
that's what was in the script.
Who wrote this script? For fuck's sake!
Oh, the Catholic
Jesus
Church.
Christ! Oh, John, I'm sorry, John Elliot. I apologize, brother. I can't control him. I tried to do something good for you, man. But you know what? Fuck him. You know what? McCallum is where it's at.
Fucking Gilmore, dude.
Where's McCallum advertising?
G1. It sounds like a Gilmore, but more expensive.
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, that's fucking funny.
Did I kill you?
You might have.
Oh, fuck me. Where are we even at now?
Dude, list is chaos.
I'm crossing stuff out as I go, man.
I know.
You just gotta let me do my thing.
So
okay, so let's go
let's talk about the world.
Yeah, let's talk about the American draw.
Jesus Christ.
So you saw this, right?
No, but I'm looking at it now.
Okay. So there's a bit of controversy because they did
RSPBA.
Yeah, I know, right? Fucking color. Get your markers out and color me surprised. So there's controversy because the RSPBA did a random draw. Remember when they did this last year with the Australian bands?
Yes.
And all the Aussie and New Zealand bands all had to play in the same qualifier in a row?
Yes.
Which random, right? Like
they're not trying to fuck us at all.
No, they're trying to fuck you. Like, and it's one of those things too where
they fuck you at the drive-thru.
They fuck you. It's a fucking roundabout of diddling in the booter hole.
Just like G1 Platinum.
Just like G1 Platinum. Well, there goes that sponsor. Gilmore Reeds. If you want to sponsor the Chanter Rant podcast, contact us, chanterrant@gmail.com.
Dude, we can't get out of our own way.
It's impossible. But yeah, so essentially they did a random draw and the grade 2 qualifier 2, all of the American bands that are there, all 5 of them in grade 2, ended up literally like 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
Hold on. Not only are they in the same heat, They're back to back to back. There's 5 of them in a row. What are the chances of that?
People keep throwing around this term random. But for all of the mathematicians in the Chanter Rant audience, of whom I assume there are 0,
there's got to be 0.
The statistical likelihood of all of the American bands being placed in the same heat is astronomical. The statistical likelihood of all of them being placed back to back to back in the same heat is fucking impossible. Like, whoever, if it is actually done at random at that point, that person needs to immediately head to the nearest casino and put it all on black.
Absolutely. Go make your millions.
Like Worcester, Kilty, Great Lakes, LA Scots, Midlothian,
Did
McMillan.
you just say Worcester?
Yeah.
Okay, so people, Josh just said Worcester. So one more time.
Worcester, Kilty.
It's called Worcester.
Yeah,
it's
whatever.
pronounced Worcester.
Yeah, Worcester.
You hick.
Worcester, Kilty. Fine. Hey, guess what? It's America. Fucking spell your name in a way that isn't retarded.
Worcester Kilty. That's fantastic.
Worcester Kilty.
It's elementary in Worcester.
Worcester.
How do you say the sauce that's spelled kind of like that?
Like actual Worcester sauce?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like an H, but it's the same fucking spelling.
Worcestershire sauce.
No, fuck that shit, dude. No, that's not how English works. It's not even a Scottish word. You can't even claim that it's Gaelic.
Go ahead. Keep going.
But anyway, Worcester Kilty. Great Lacasse and Los Angeles Scats, as well as Midlothian Scottish and Macklemore. You guys are all fucking screwed, dude. Like they set you in the same fucking heat on qualifier 2. Like, that is insane. All the fucking American bands are gonna play back to back to back to back to back. Fusco, I swear to God, how much longer can it possibly take you to open a bottle of whiskey?
I'm so confused by this. This thing is insane. Like, it's made.
If you cut yourself, my trauma kit's in my car, and I'm not gonna go get it. We're live right now.
No, it's insane.
You are about to slice your finger off.
This is crazy. You do this fucking thing. You figure this fucker out.
So anyway, what I'm trying to say is,
there you go.
what I'm trying to say is, if anybody has any doubt that bands that travel from overseas are consistently being fucking gaslit at the Worlds,
Yeah, RSP Bay is fucking you people.
like I remember this exact same thing last year with the Australian and New Zealand bands, where it's like, let's have them all in Heat 2 back to back to back to back to back. It's like the chances of you making out of that are 0.
Well, I don't know about that, but they're also playing against a bunch of good bands. But I mean, everybody does.
I mean, unless you're Hawthorne, and then you're definitely going to make it.
To be fair, I'm looking through. Hawthorne's not in that group, neither is.
They're not grade 2 though, are they?
Yeah, they are.
Hawthorne's grade 2? Yeah, they're not grade 2.
Yeah, they
Are they?
I don't fucking know.
You're the pipe band nerd, dude. You're supposed to know this shit. What the fuck do I have you on the show if you don't know pipe band trivia?
Dude, does anybody care about the Down Under? I just never realized.
I care.
But they're not in with why am I drawing a blank? Adele's band.
Kloskelt.
Kloskelt.
Yeah, if you're not with Kloskelt, you're fucked anyway.
Yeah, and also the other American band, the Texas band is not in there, and neither is the Florida band. Are they?
Like I said, sorry, grade 2.
You're fucked.
You're fucked.
You fucked me.
You're fucked.
I don't know. We're just talking shit. We have no idea what's going on.
But yeah, so that kind of pisses me off, and it leads into this broader topic. So the past couple episodes we had the Currie article, we had the Fry thing that we talked about on one of our recent episodes, and now we have a more recent editorial, and you had the chance to read this before the show, right?
About 10 seconds before the show, but yeah.
So I'm very interested in your opinions on this. So this is pipe strums.
Why do you keep setting me up to get fired up when I don't know what I'm talking about?
This is pipe strums, and I don't like to give pipe strums a lot of credit because in my career, they were always kind of vanilla. But lately, they got some big old brass balls on them.
No. Pipe strums have always been controversial. Actually, he just hit it better. Now he's just... Because it's out there, everybody's going for it, so he's going for it. He always kind of like...
Thank you, Chanter Rant. Hashtag thank you, Chanter Rant.
He kind of like always kind of threw little things out there. What's this guy's name? I'm drawing a blank. But Colin Armstrong, if he was out there, he would know this guy's name.
Johnny McPipedrum. Doesn't matter.
Whatever his name. So he's posting more and more shit that is controversial because he's in Canada and he doesn't play in pipe band, so he can do whatever he wants, which is great. And of course, you got to pay for his service for $5 a month, whatever.
Yeah, or you can read it for free on Twitter.
But either way, so
$5 a month, that is ridiculous.
I actually don't know what it costs to be.
I will never pay $5 a month for piping content.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. I have no idea. I have no idea what this guy does. But anyway, so what was the question? Am I summarizing this?
Yeah, so I want to get your hot take.
So he's basically saying, this is not new. This came out, 2 weeks ago maybe now? But he's saying that Scott Currie's article went out. We talked about the Thai fry thing, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And this was pre-Thai fry stuff. So this is time warp, go back 2 weeks. He's saying
we're great at that.
He's essentially saying that like they've not addressed this at all. So more or less by doing nothing, you're making it worse, essentially, right? So people are asking, it seems like people are asking for changes and more visibility and all that, and they're doing nothing. RSPBA he's referring to. So by doing nothing, you're not helping people feel better about who you are as an organization. Essentially, I'm really very broadly painting this here. So,
and we might link this. I don't want to give them extra press because I usually like to save all of our gravitas for giving ourselves self-aggrandizing credit. But it's actually pretty good. We might have to.
No, it's a good.
I love this. I love this quote. Sources from within the RSPBA confirm willful ignorance. Association leaders contending that they haven't bothered to read Currie's well-considered and fair thoughts. We know that these claims are not true. The articles have been read and circulated widely by this and other associations around the world, and the Chanter Rant podcast. Mm-hmm. They were two of the most read articles of the 35-year history of the publication. Each article so far has been accessed more than 25,000 times. Those facts notwithstanding, what action has been taken? In a word, none.
Right. So they haven't even addressed it. It's not even like, hey, we're taking your comments into consideration. We're going to work towards a better blah, blah, blah. Like they haven't even gone political. Like nothing.
Also, I feel like we already made this argument in our episode when we talked about the original article because
I was very drunk. I don't remember what
because they say here, like, if a company faces repeated complaints about customer service only to tell its customers that they're wrong and somehow to blame for the rudeness of its staff, that only makes the matters worse.
That's the thing I went nuts on last week. Yeah, like I'm not going to run for senator, you cunts, you cocks, or you whatever. God damn it, they keep setting me up.
You cock Sutherland fiddly cunts.
So you gotta, so he's, oh my God, you're going to get me all going again. I'm trying not to get going. I'm trying to have a calmer outlook in life. You know what I mean? But they're doing nothing so far. And the most recent thing with the whole grade 1 thing with the way the draw is working, I don't know if people like that or not. It seems like so the other controversy is that they sent out this poll, if you want to call it a poll, like, what do you guys want to do this year? Because we have less bands than usual. So what should we do? And then they more or less ignored the entire thing. Yeah. They got people's opinions. Everybody made their opinions public.
They're trying to wait for it to blow over, dude.
Then they ignored it. So they made their own decision anyway. So like, what are they trying to do here? I don't understand. So, and the biggest thing, here's really,
I know exactly what they're trying to do.
What?
They're trying to do nothing.
They're very successful.
like they're trying to like if we just wait, everyone will get so hopped up on World's Fever, it'll all blow over, and they won't be mad again until June of next year.
Yes, correct. So here's the thing, though. People, the dollar vote is very important, and it's a base concept of economics. So people flocking to the Worlds, all the bands flocking to the Worlds, are what makes it what it is. Mm-hmm. You buying into it is what makes it what it is. So
that's why they feel bulletproof.
Going, they will have to change.
Like the reason they feel bulletproof.
The Worlds is not. Listen, Philip Worlds created the Worlds out of nothing.
Yeah,
it means nothing, people.
It was just called Glasgow Regionals back in the day. And then Philip Worlds came along and turned it into what it is.
Like, go to Maxville. Go to your Australian Championship.
But the thing there is, they're sure, because there's this mythos that to be a heavily competing band, to be a legitimate competing band, you have to go to Worlds in certain grades. And everyone wants to go to Worlds. And Worlds is this big fucking pillow in the sky, right?
The guys want to go to Worlds because the tenors are horny. And they, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Well, the tenors are all horny. And especially if you're not from the UK, like you're a foot and a half taller than every single person that works in Scotland. You have all your teeth.
And
it's amazing.
And they like your accent.
Yeah, like it's crazy. It's like a killing field.
That's really what it is. It's a big
spring break.
What do they call it? The Olympic village in Russia when everybody's getting STDs and shit. That's what it is in Glasgow.
Wait, is that how?
Shh, don't bring that up.
is that how Stuart got herpetogonosyphilis?
I'm not going to speak for him. I would never talk ill of Stuart because he's a
goddamn beautiful human being.
Now, Stephen McWhirter is a whole different thing, but Stuart's off the table. Buddy.
And this is how, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we make Chanter Rant great again, by being fucking assholes.
Always.
We've rolled back the last 10 episodes at this point.
Jesus, we keep trying to fix things and it all goes wrong.
But yeah, no, I think at the end of the day, like fucking Maxville's a great example of an event that's really comparable to Glasgow. You know what? Here's the trick. Here's what we're gonna do.
Well, I realized to go. I'm gonna bring that up in a second.
I realize that this is a complication of language. Let's stop calling the worlds the worlds. Let's call it Glasgow.
Let's call it the major that is Glasgow Green.
Because it's Glasgow. It's not the fucking worlds.
It's the worlds because we put that power to it.
Yeah, it's Glasgow.
So, and RSP, of course, BBC broadcast it. But
you know what the difference between us playing in Glasgow was versus us playing in Dumbarton? A few miles.
Yeah, nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Other than there's more people and more bands because everyone thinks Glasgow's the shit, dude.
Yeah.
Let's do that shit in North America, man. We'll treat you all right.
Yeah, dude.
Welcome to the promised land. Hey, guess what? You know what the difference between America and Scotland is? One tried to get away from Britain and did.
Wow. Okay, fair enough. But
Stop.
This
Shots fired, bitch.
This is that whole.
Is this episode 76 or is this episode 1776, motherfucker? I don't even know anymore.
This is the whole Aussie Broad concept of the Olympics of bagpipes. Is every 4 years have it
go somewhere
else, and then that's what really matters.
Honestly, it would make more sense to have a major if it was like a rotating thing. Like you'd have one in the UK, you'd have one in Canada, you'd have one in South America, one in like Australia.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, exactly. And one in India if you like to play nonsense and dance, but whatever. So
that video still haunts me.
It's so terrible. So yeah,
and half those guys were just in brown face.
Woo! Oh shit! Josh just went right over the edge there with that one.
They imported Scottish pipers. And
are we recording, by the way?
Oh, fuck, were we supposed to be recording this whole time?
Oh my god, dude! You just got us taken down off of YouTube, off of everything.
No, I didn't play copyrighted music. I was very careful about that.
Okay, so
you can say whatever the fuck you want as long as you don't play copyrighted music. Just look at PewDiePie.
Absolutely. Holy shit! So, I guess.
So dude, Fusco, I want to know your opinion on this editorial. That's what I want to know. Do you think Pipes and Drums has got some balls? Did it always have balls? Did we give them balls?
No, I don't. No, I wouldn't take credit for him. He definitely has always kind of pushed people's buttons here and there. A bit. I think he's really gone for it lately.
Should we get this dude on the show?
Because everybody's going for it lately.
Should we get this dude on the show?
I tried to get Scott Currie on the show. He's talking to
me.
The
guy, the Pipes.
No. I know who you're talking about. But I tried to get Scott Currie on the show. He's talking to me. We're still in talks. This guy, I don't know if he would. He's really. It's all about his own. What'd you call it? His world.
His business.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't think so. But it doesn't hurt to ask, right?
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Michael Jordan / Wayne Gretzky /
Lee Harvey Oswald. Wait, what? Who's
It's the Office joke.
Wait, sorry.
It's an Office joke. He says.
I was thinking.
He quotes it twice.
It's thinking of a person that made 100% of their shots, but I'm sorry.
No.
Hey, there he is.
Oh, hey. I'm with you now.
Yeah, he's caught up.
He's
caught up on the joke now. Yes, I've seen The Office, dingus.
Well, I don't know if you remember that particular thing. I've watched The Office 17 times. I watched the entire from episode 1 to the last one. Like I bet you
your father must be so proud.
9 or 10 times. Like like the entire season.
I can't even give you shit because I've definitely seen all of Parks and Rec 9 times.
Exactly. Like Office is it for me. Parks and Rec is it for you. Fair enough. Whatever it is.
And I've seen Californication like 4 times at least.
That
Great
will
show.
never grab me.
Okay, so now that we're getting into a bit of a break,
so we should probably take a break, talk to the audience. But there's one last thing I want to talk about before we do that. Before we get into fail and win of the week. What are we at time wise?
we're about an hour.
Oh, we're fucked. So one thing,
We should just close the show and then do.
probably should.
We'll write a break in
do
later.
the whole thing later. So one last thing I want to talk about is the San Diego episode where we road trip. Which, by the way, listen to that fucker, people.
Dude, that was a great.
There's not enough people listening to that episode apparently.
But people are behind though. Are you watching the listens over time?
Yes,
Because essentially everybody's about 2 episodes behind.
that's true. That's true. But one of the what I think is most interesting interviews I do there is with the son of David and Shauna Hilder. So here's what's funny about that.
He expertly
Dude, that kid
dodged.
That kid should be a politician.
He expertly dodged every single wrench you threw.
Everyone, right? He didn't know who we were. He didn't see it coming, but he dodged it like a pro. So here's the thing: what happened? So I interviewed this kid. What was his name? Do you remember his first name?
Minglefuck.
Callum fucking Hilder, whatever his fucking name was. So, but he's fucking hysterical. So it's great. So, like, I start off.
I heard that, my kid.
Yeah, I did. I start off real simple. I'm asking questions. He went into that whole political thing that I predicted he was going to go into. And then I started talking about his mom.
I'm about to say my favorite part is the end when you talk about how hot his mom is.
His mom is so hot, right?
And he's like, oh, well, yeah, she's a very pretty lady, and I take that as a compliment. I'm like,
Yeah, dude. He went into, like, this guy's a pro. He's like Joe Biden of fucking pipe bands, right?
he's amazing.
So here's
I don't even know who the hell that kid is.
I don't either. I never, like, I walked up to him. He was in a beer tent. I'm like, I'm going to talk to this guy. I had no idea who he was. He was a very handsome young man. And,
You do like talking to handsome young boys in the beer tent.
yes, Brad, you would love this kid. He was very handsome. So,
Down boy.
So here's what happened. I posted that episode, right? And like within less than a week, both his parents, David and Shauna Hilder, followed Chanter Rant, followed the page,
Oh, shit.
Facebook, the whole 9 years. I'm like, oh God, no. So fucked. Because David and Shauna Hilder are actually very respectable
Actual
people. Very solid people. They both, from what I hear, well, according to his interview, they both play in, not Shots.
Triumph Street.
No. Triumph Street's no more.
Valley Breeze.
Chris's Armstrong's band, whatever, Scotch Power. Sorry, they're both playing Scotch Power, and hit it. So they both start following the page. I'm like, oh God, they're gonna hear that interview, and Shauna's gonna hear that interview, and it's just me fucking talking shit about how hot she is. I mean, she's a very attractive lady. Don't get me wrong, but I play it up a bit.
No, how big's her husband?
I'm trying to make. He's not that big. We can handle him, but.
Wait, would you say we? You mean mostly me?
Mostly you. I'm just gonna stand in the background and be like, "Yeah, take that."
I love Fusco to death, and he's one of the. We've had a great friendship, but I'll tell you what, man. As soon as it comes down to goddamn fisticuffs, this guy's like, nah.
I'm gonna be over here while Josh takes care of this thing.
Fucking asshole.
So anyway, I just thought that was funny that like they started following.
Dude,
us.
I
hope they don't.
You should fucking message them.
Dude, I would kill to get both David and Shauna on the same
Message
time.
them, dude. Get them on the show. They probably have a sense of humor.
You think so? Do Canadians have a sense of humor?
The secret of Chanter Rant podcast, our secret sauce, is that everyone is a cunt. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was my favorite thing about your interview with when you talked to Cahill, and he asked you about, like, what the hell? And you're like, well, you know, we're representing a very underrepresented demographic in pipe band world, which is cunts.
The cunts.
like we're representing those assholes. The people that have a sick sense of humor, the people that are fun, people that do it for the sesh.
Yep.
That realize it's not the end of the world.
Yeah. I mean, everyone
That
wants
is
to
our-
win, but, you know, we'll
Yeah,
have a
everybody
good
wants to
time.
win, but guess what? There's always next time.
You know what's really important?
The sesh.
The gangbang in Glasgow. That's really what's important.
I mean, that was just like, I didn't know where my cock ended and someone else's cock began.
It was a cockfest.
Yeah.
It was Adele licking face. We were at the dance club. We're in fucking going from place to place.
Now you got her in trouble. Now you got Del Boy in trouble.
Oh,
Trust me, I guarantee
she's got herself in
you
trouble.
haven't lived until you go to Glasgow, go party in the Royal Hotel and play Who's in My Mouth.
You will have the greatest time you've ever had.
And on that note, let's take a quick break. We're going to interact with our live stream audience, our patrons, people in the chat. I don't have no idea what we're going to do after this, but we're going to do we'll at least do the fail and the win of the week.
And then we'll probably exit.
Then we'll probably just call it a night. But real quick, let's talk to some of those patrons.
Give it till it hurts.
Oh, yeah.
Patreon.com/Chanter Rant. Oh, yeah.
And we are back. Thank you for everyone who stuck around in the chat, all of our lovely patrons. We made some plans to go to Frankie's with apparently a couple of the six. One of the six at
One
least.
of the 6 tomorrow, at least.
That's going to be in town. So I'm excited. That's going to be a lot of fun. All right, Fooko. We have some curated content here. Pipe band, the classic pipe band fail and win of the week. The one part of this show that hurts my soul a little more each time we do it.
It's great.
You ever think about the fact that maybe like we're posting these YouTube videos and all of a sudden these videos blow up and get a bunch of views?
Oh, they get a bunch of views because people are hating.
We're helping somehow. Are we promoting?
That's a good point.
The badness?
They definitely get a lot more views because I'm sure of it.
I wonder about that.
But do they get more?
So if you want to be
like,
featured as the pipe band fail or win of the week, that'll be $15.
So here's the thing about the fail of the week, though, is it's so I get so many comments. Okay, so I'm out there in the pipe band world. You're obviously working a normal job. I work in the pipe band world. So I get
Work's a strong word.
I get people out there constantly like, they send me stuff like, oh, check this out, blah, blah, blah. But please don't make it fail of the week. Please don't make it fail of the week. I get that all.
If you're going to send it to me and it's bad, it's probably going to be fail of the week.
It's possible.
Self-reporting.
Yes.
Honor system.
Dude, I get that all the time. Please, please, please. And if it's a good enough friend, hey, you know what? Hey, this is politics. I will cover your ass. But if you're just kind of an associate,
somehow I feel like
fair game.
I feel like the fail of the week this week didn't make that cut.
It did not. So this is from a friend of the show who ratted out a non-friend of the show who we have no idea who these people are.
Well, everyone's a non-friend of the show until they are. You don't make peace with your enemies, Fusco.
Listen,
you don't make peace with your friends? Is that how that goes?
The best thing you can do is like contact us and be like, hey, we love the show and my band is blah, blah, blah. And guess what? What's not going to happen?
Here's what you do. If you don't want to be featured as a fail of the week.
Probably not going to end up on fail of the week.
If you don't want to be featured as fail of the week, like, subscribe, and follow on Patreon for $5 a month. You won't be on fail of the week.
Oh, guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Not guaranteed because we put ourselves on there.
Oh, well, that's true. You're fucked. Either way, we're all fucked.
Either way, we're all fucked, guys. Sorry.
All right. So this is, should I say who it is?
You're going to post the link anyway, so.
Okay, that's fair. So this is a band called Piedmont Firefighters Pipes and Drums, and they're playing Amazing Grace for a service of some sort. And it's god-awful. God-awful.
Let's give her a listen.
Ooh. The drones, cause they're terrible.
They got one wonky double tone. Got a howler that no one's addressed. Gotta reach up and tap that beast. That's a howler, dude.
You think so? I think somebody's just so out of tune.
That's a howler. Jeez, okay. That's plenty.
Okay, so
okay, one, I will say this. We've all been there before when you tune up and then you wait in the back room and the temperature is completely different and then you go play Amazing Grace, which has got to be like so many long-held minor notes.
Yeah, it's all A's, D's, F's, essentially.
Like the hardest to blow notes held for extended periods of time after you've probably waited in the wings for like an hour and a half.
And you're also a shit player.
Well, yeah, I mean, the fingers don't sound that bad. The tuning didn't hold, but that's also pipe maintenance, right? Like, if your pipe maintenance sucks, then...
it could be. I don't know. This is all Pipe Major's fault, to be quite honest.
It always is, dude. It's always Pipe Major's fault.
Well, true.
If your band sounds like shit, it's Pipe Major's fault.
Well, of course, but you said fingers are good. But this is a tuning issue. There's drones are way out of whack. This is a training issue. People, assuming it's double toning, which I'm not 100%
I think there was.
confirmed.
I think there was a double
Maybe.
tone. I think there was one howler.
This is a training issue. This is somebody not fixing the problem as soon as they heard it.
But I've had that before in contests. Like I remember, I will not say what contest.
I remember.
But I remember marching in and
It double toned the entire fucking
and there was a double
set.
tone the entire set.
Like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
it happens. It does.
No.
You know what I think?
doesn't.
You know what I think too, though. I feel like people look at pipe band fail of the week and they're like, "Oh, look at these guys! They're fucking torturing these poor people." It's like, no, dude. Like we fucked it up too before. We play our own clips. Every time I fuck it up, I play a clip.
Not you specifically, the band.
Well, I mean, I have plenty of
But
clips where
that
I fuck
takes-
stuff up.
Well,
Like you're never
every time you play Pumpkin's Fancy, that's true. But
dude. My Pumpkin's Fancy is fucking gold. Aaron Shaw himself weeps tears of jizz when I play Pumpkin's Fancy.
does he really? Isn't that where you learned it from? It's from Aaron?
Yeah, dude. No, I remember. I've said this before on the show. I'm a huge Wicked Tinkers fan, and that's what got me into pipes. And so, yeah, Pumpkin's Fancy. That's what I always wanted to play that tune. I went the right way though. I learned all the other shit first, and then
Kinda.
went into Pumpkin. Dude, I'm fucking. Dude, I'm like the highest level mediocre player. You know.
I challenge Josh to play any 2/4 march right now. 4-part of 2/4 march. Go.
Where's my chanter, dude?
4 parts of 2/4 march. Go.
Wait, can we do it at the end of the show?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Cool. We'll do that as the extra bit at the end.
That's the what's it called? The
The Marvel ending? Yeah, perfect. Okay. So yeah, that's rough, dude. But it happens. Like Amazing Grace in particular is kind of just it's a tough one. If you have any failures of preparation, maintenance, tuning,
It's not a tough one though, dude. It's never a tough one though if you prepare. Like so something's
That's
going
what I just
horribly
said, dingus.
something's going horribly wrong here. The drones are horribly out. There's something horribly wrong.
got a
here.
howler. Got a howler, man. They have a double tone the entire
That's
time.
training though. Like so I'm a dickhead and I make sure our people are
They know to tap their tap their goddamn
tap
drones.
your fucking drones, dude. If you think it's you, pull it out. Like hit the fucking drone, get out, start over, pull out,
Pull the ripcord.
pull out, and start over again. Listen, there's nothing
Story of your
wrong-
life.
Listen, the story of my life is pulling out.
What happened to this episode?
Oh my god! So
Okay,
listen,
let's cleanse the palate.
cleanse the palate.
We need
you
a
want
win.
to hear something good.
I want to hear a win.
All right, dude. This is fucking awesome. Okay, so this weekend, which is going to be too late by the time you hear this, by the time I edit this, it's going to be like 17
be
weeks in the
Friday.
future, yeah. So, but this is the Hawthorne Pipe Band from
Honey Boo Boo's band.
Honey Boo Boo's band, Australia, playing a clip, and their pipe major is former
Oh,
FM.
because they're doing their concert this weekend.
concerts this weekend, Saturday. You should go to this thing, even though you're not.
Even though
gonna go.
you would have already gone or not gone at this point.
But dude, check this shit out. This is bomb. These motherfuckers. I see Honey Bourbon in this video.
Big ginger idiot
Big
that he is.
ginger idiot that he is,
Yeah.
and he's fucking it up. But the rest of them are great. Here, so here we go.
Fucking shots fired. God damn.
Did you hear that thing at the end? Blah 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 blah. That
that-
whole burl thing,
Dude,
fucking so cool.
That was amazing.
so cool.
Do you ever think that maybe the reason that we got into all this new media piping content stuff was because we just didn't have the chance to focus all of our time on just wrecking sets like that?
Dude? Well, me, yes, you know. So there's not enough ego in that for you. It's too much teamwork. It's too much teamwork.
I'm a big team player.
I'm not so sure about that.
You gotta keep in mind, I'm looking at the next 10 years for the team.
Are you?
You're only looking at the next 4 months for the team.
I'm looking at the concert. That's
I'm
for
a
sure.
big picture guy, Fooko.
There's no doubt about that. I am super hyper focused on
That is
next
gonna be
big event.
That's gonna be a lot of fun, by the way. I'm excited for the concert. But yeah, I would say you should go to the Walpole concert, but it already happened.
It's not Walpole. It's Hawthorne.
Hawthorne concert. It already happened, and I'm sure it was amazing, and I can't wait to see some clips.
We're going to see some
God,
videos.
I hope they got some video.
So, what's his name? Uncle Chop and Honey Bourbon.
It's already done now.
Well, it's done, but they've interviewed people. Hopefully, they Chanter Ranted the shit out of him.
God.
And asked about crushing the puss.
Okay.
Because really, in the end, isn't that what it's all about? It's all about the gangbang at the end of the show.
Yeah. It's all about skiing.
So it's all about the skin. Oh my god, what has happened? So
final thoughts, Fusco.
final thoughts. My final thoughts are this: it's amazing to me that women listen to this show. There's so many women that listen to the show, and
you're on it, which blows my mind.
I'm on it.
Yeah, you're on the show, and women still listen.
I know, absolutely. Like, because we say the most ridiculous, offensive shit about women. And they love it. So I appreciate that, I guess. I don't know. I mean, does it matter? We do this for us, don't we, though?
Well, you know.
I mean, we entertain each other.
I find that when it comes to Chanter Rant podcast, we've tried so hard and we've come so far.
You mean I came so...
But
wait, what do you mean by that?
But in the end... It doesn't even matter.
It doesn't even matter. So hold on. So one person summed this up almost perfectly.
All
so
right.
let me say this.
Is this going to be your final thought then? It's going to be this person's summary?
I'm going to wrap this up with this person's final thought. This is a patron. Ask about when a student wanted suggestions on how she could strengthen the muscles in her lips. Andy was very professional. The rest of us were losing our shit. That even rhymed.
So this was that's a haiku, if I'm not mistaken.
Almost.
It's pretty fucking close.
This is me in dojo mode. Like, listen, I need to make sure that nothing goes fucking
Andy.
funny. I got a job to...
Andy.
Go ahead.
Look at me.
Yes, I'm listening.
How do I strengthen my lips?
Do you really want to know my suggestion?
Yes.
So if you're a bagpiper and you want to strengthen your lips, you should practice blowing.
Not cunnilingus.
No, that strengthens your tongue. Strengthen your lips, boy.
If you're not using your lips, you're doing it wrong, buddy.
Listen, the best pipers I've ever known were women like the girl Anna Smith or whatever her name is. If you practice
using people's names, boop.
Practice your blowing.
Stop first name, last naming, dude.
I got it wrong. Practice your blowing technique, and you will become a better bagpiper. It's all about the lip strength. Just ask Angel.
I feel like the lips aren't very involved in that. It's just kind of like a...
No, we should do one day. We should do a whole benefit analysis thing of
cost benefit
analysis of the front versus the side piper. The guy that plays out of the side of his mouth.
Oh, dude, I chill
like Angel.
I'm a side chumper.
Are you? I'm a front chopper.
I'm a side chumper.
It's all about the fucking, what is that, embouchure?
Yeah, front chopper. That's not good for me.
It looks cooler if you're playing outside of your mouth.
Well, for me, it's because I.
But you also look like a cunt.
Jesus fucking Christ! Are you already hiccuping?
You look like a cunt.
Yeah, for me, it's because I used to smoke.
You did?
Yeah, I used to smoke, and now I like even like the rare occasion where I have a cigar, I'm like a big chomper. I just fucking gnaw. I smoke half of it, and I eat the other half.
Such a cunt. Such a cunt, yeah.
You're just fucking redneck, dude. Like, what are you gonna do?
You want to know what else? Okay, so let's finish up with this before we go.
Can we cut this whole part out and make the episode good again?
We'll try.
We're supposed to make Chanter Rant great again.
Do you know
That's why I wore this jacket.
Do you know who the drum sergeant of SFU is?
Yeah, it's
Reed Maxwell.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Of course, Josh does not know that, but
that's what I said.
So today, Reed Maxwell liked a post of the Las Vegas, the band that shall not be named, because we posted that like new drummers, blah blah blah, whatever, new band members, whatever. So
That sounds like a fake Canadian.
You know what
pipe
else
band
is
name.
happening?
His name is Reed
Reed
Maxwell.
Waxwell. You know what else is happening right now?
Might as well call it Drones
Summer
Maxville.
Drummer. Piping Hot Summer Drummer is happening right now, which is where Jack is right now. This is the whole big Canadian Vancouver thing. So, this is the thing.
Big old syrup party.
They're all watching what the band that should not be named is doing. They want to be part of us. Jack says consistently, what does he say?
We are the destination pipe band.
The destination pipe band in the entire world, because everybody wants to come to Vegas.
Everyone's coming to Vegas.
I want to say to everyone out there on the camera, and I am inviting all of you to come play with us. Our shit is super simple because we're a bunch of cunts. And come play with us because
Didn't you mean C-word?
I'm a bunch of C words. Come play with us, and it's not that difficult. And we'll have a good time.
As we say on the Chanter Rant podcast, do it for the sesh.